Hi, welcome back to Sled Trails. My name is Todd Belford, coming at you from Vernon, BC at Banner Recreational Products. Today we're going to cover another VRP tech tip. Today we're going to talk about the importance of greasing your skid frame. On this particular model here, there's 5 grease nipples located in the skid frame. One being up at the front here. You've got one up on this part, as well as in these 2 pivot points here. The importance of having it done is to prevent any corrosion, at the same time pushing any water in the cross shafts on your suspension, thus preventing any corrosion or any resistance through any of your moving components in your skid frame. Once you finish greasing the suspension of your snowmobile, you should never forget there is another grease nipple located underneath the secondary clutch virtually on every snowmobile, and it is the most often forgotten. It's located just down under here. It lubricates the carrier bearing for the front drive shaft, which is very important to always have lubricated at least twice a year. And now that we've located all the grease nipples on the sled, this is how easy it is. A couple quick pumps twice a year, and you're good for the season. And that's your VRP tech tip.
You're back with Sled Trails. Let's check out this custom carbon fiber rev from Keystone Machine, and followed by the Extreme DVD of the week, Altus City A-Team.
Hi, I'm Ken Forbes from Keystone Machine in Revelstoke, BC. I've got a carbon fiber rev chassis that we just built and put on the snow, and we're pretty excited about it. Under the hood here, the steel, we've retained the aluminum bracing and stuff like that from the manufacturer. It's still here. I've had it all powder coated. It's candy blue. So what I ended up doing is I had a client that had done the same thing, smashed the sled. So I bought the core off him, and then Craig built me up the whole frame and all the rest of the pieces. And we were kind of, we didn't even know where we were really going with it. And he asked me how many pieces I wanted, and I said, whatever you can build. So, you just keep on. If you can make it, make it. The agility of the snowmobile is incredible. Having that extra weight, it's almost like, having me not on the sled kind of thing. And it's just, it's become a lot more nimble. The lighter your chassis is, the better your suspension works, because you don't have to pack that extra weight and try to rebound it and that. So just the whole style of riding has just become a lot more effortless. And they're more durable. This type of motor, it's going to last season after season with some minor work. The big, 300 horse engines, they need to be redone all the time. It's a regular thing. So that way it's just a little more user friendly, and you can really put a lot of miles on this stuff. If it gets damaged, we can repair it afterwards too. So there's a factor there where any of the aluminum, once aluminum gets bent, then it stretches, and then it can't be put back into that original place. So basically, it needs to be replaced. So that's the nice thing about the carbon, is it is changeable. We can cut pieces out and repair it back in again. So there's a really good savings. I never really thought myself that you were going to lose that much weight off of plastic. Plastic, as we generally think that that's already pretty light already. So the weight of the carbon is 1/3 of what it was in original plastic. There's a lot of different kinds of riders. A lot of guys just want to bang on the hill. They're looking to just go straight up, as much power as possible, fly over the top kind of thing. But then there's the what's called boondocking. Riding around in the bush, you're trying to squeeze through the tight trees, really deep snow, so you're slow speed, and that's where the weight makes the biggest difference. Yeah, as far as snowcross goes, I think that it would benefit them also. The lighter, the weight, it just keeps coming back to the agility of the machine, and the suspension there again is better. The less that it has to suspend and slow down and pick up again. We're all mountain riders here. We're riding in the mountains. We got lots of deep snow. The biggest thing you need is more than even power is flotation. You want to be on top of the snow. You don't want to be digging in. So the lighter we can make these chassis, the more they'll stay up on top of the snow. So the weight is pretty much even number one over the power. You know, with the carbon chassis, the one thing that was really good about it is I could put my chain case wherever I wanted. Most chain cases have to be, your jack shaft has to be either below the bulkhead frame itself, or it has to be above, one or the other. The joy with the carbon is what I did with mine is I wanted to be halfway in between. So I just cut pieces right out of the carbon and then recarbon it afterwards. And build your own mold if you wanted to change the line of it or how it was structured, you know, kind of thing. But for basically probably ease of fitting and all the rest of it, we just mold right off of the stock piece, you know, and it works really good that way. I had the guys at Boss build me a custom seat from Boss Seats. It's lighter. We saved 6 pounds on this seat. They have a nice stretchy material on top. You know, we kneel on these seats quite a bit, and a lot of the materials actually split. But this is a two-way stretch material. It holds up really well to actually kneeling. The reason why we went with the taller seat is in the mountains, the style of riding we do, we're generally standing up pretty much all the time. So we want to be able to kneel on the seat. There's a lot of that. There's really not much sitting goes on. We kind of leave the sitting till the end of the day. As far as a customer goes, that's someone that's looking at purchasing one of these, it all changes with how much they want to do, like how far you want to go. We have a gentleman from New York that's very interested in the lightweight chassis. He wants to go with a shorter tunnel to run a 121 track, and they're going to do lake racing. So these guys, they want to have the big horsepower and the lightweight. They're going with both. What they're finding with the aluminum is because aluminum, after it bends and vibrates, it ends up cracking. And they run at such a high speed on the ice and the hard trails that it actually fatigues the material and it starts cracking and breaking off. Where the carbon is a flexible composite that can flex and flex and flex and it won't break. It's endless, you know, where we can go and what someone wants to do. It just depends on, you just got to come up with some ideas and a big check. I've dropped 100 pounds off of this one right now, and there's still more to go yet. Like there's a couple other parts that I'd like to put on here. I'd like this change to the Fox floater front shocks that don't run a spring at all. I'm pretty sure I can knock another 20 pounds off it even. Anybody that's interested in seeing this machine, we've actually got 2 of them here. Summertime, wintertime, my snowmobile's always in the shop. I can't seem to stay away from it. So if anybody wants to come down to Revelstoke and on a holiday or whatever it happens to be, stop in at Keystone Machine. We're easy to find, and we'll show you around.
GT, you're a superstar in your mom's eyes, and in Deuce's mom's eyes too.
Special thanks to Banner Recreational Products in Vernon and here in Kelowna, BC. We had an amazing time. Sled Trails out. Look us up online. Key search word, Sled Trails.